So you might have heard that because of the federal budget cuts, that the National Weather Service isn't going to be able to launch as many weather balloons. And I can tell you, as a meteorologist, this is going to have a pretty dramatic impact on weather forecasts. So let's start things off with the basics, right? What is a weather balloon? These are not Party City typical helium balloons. While there is helium within these balloons, these are big balloons that have a whole bunch of really valuable weather data. And this data is not just for nerds like me, meteorologists like me, and those at the National Weather Service. What's within these balloons is data that gets fed into computer forecast models. So twice per day, each of the National Weather Service's 123 offices across the country launch these balloons that go up through the atmosphere. They go up as high as 40, 50,000 feet. And as they're going up through the sky, they're collecting really valuable data. And again, this does not just go to me, doesn't just go back to meteorologists, although that data really matters. What probably matters to you is that a lot of this data gets fed directly into computer forecast models and really can help out with forecast data. So a lot of you might be going, oh, well, these budget cuts, and you're going to be chopping down the amount of weather balloon launches. Who cares? Whoop-de-doo. The reason this matters is that data goes straight into the models, which go straight into your weather apps. And also it goes into computer models that help people like me, meteorologists, determine what's going to happen in the next few days. Now, so far, about 10 to 15 offices have had to reduce their balloon launches from twice per day down to once per day. So that's about a 10% reduction in overall balloon launches, maybe a little bit less than that. We'll see what happens in the coming months, but most likely this is going to have a reduction in overall forecast skill in the coming months of about a 10% decline. That'd be a rough guess or a rough idea. And of course, we'll see those if we're seeing more budget cuts and we're seeing more officers and more people getting laid off, they may have to reduce those balloon launches even more. Final thing I'll leave you with, another thing that I've gotten a whole lot of, which makes zero sense, is that, oh, well, AI is going to figure it out. Where do you think AI gets the data from? Yeah, they're getting that data from those balloon launches as well. So the computer models, us meteorologists, and yes, AI models, you name the computer source, they're probably getting a lot of that really valuable data from these balloon launches. So these budget cuts are probably going to have, unfortunately, a pretty dramatic decrease in terms of our forecast skill in the coming months and perhaps years.